Hi there, this is a video I'm making for Rob Powell. He's asked a specific question, how to do something, and I'm going to try and answer that. Now, I do stress two things. First of all, the answer I give may not be the only one. It's just how I have found to do it, and I think it's a pretty easy way of doing things. The other thing is, this is the first time I'm using this particular version of the software. And if something doesn't quite go according to plan, that could be because something has changed. And yeah, sometimes you get bugs, and when they're fixed, something else crops up. So just in case. So what Rob wanted to do was to do a trace of an image, and I did a screenshot. So I've got it here and open that up. Here we go. Now what he wants to do is to put a circle around that and to get rid of the white area. Now normally this isn't a problem, but it is a problem if, like Rob, you want to make a load of stickers, you want to get as many as possible on a sheet. So there are a couple of things that you can do. Now one of them is to crop your image. So you can take it down to the bare minimum, and then you can do a straightforward, get right in close. There we go. You can do a right in close trace there. Make sure you add the image layer if you want to print and cut, and if you only want the outside line, you've got blackout selected. So let's do that. Don't want to continue tracing. And there we go. It does do pretty much what you want. Now, if I make that smaller and I go to Object, Duplicate, I can duplicate these. Now, if I take the space down to 0.0, add another one. There we go. That is pretty much it. And then you can click on OK. So that is one way of doing it. Now, if you go to Preview, we've got the printable. If I switch that off, we've got the cut lines, and they are very, very close together. Okay, so that is the easiest way of doing it. However, there may be occasions when you want to do something slightly different, and this is what I'm going to show you now. Maybe you've got your image, but you want to put a cut line around it and trim it to that cut line kind of automatically. So let's go to File and Place Image. I'll use the same one. Now notice I am using a JPEG there. Okay, so we got this, and I'm going to make it a bit smaller because it's a bit big at the moment. Here we are, right, okay. So maybe I want to have something else in the way of a shape there, but I don't want to waste all this extra space. I mean, if I just wanted a shape on top, I just put a shape on top and cut it, but I would have to be printing the rest of it as well. Don't really want to do that necessarily. So let's go to the library and just have a shape. Okay, we'll go for a cross, why not? What I can do is I can place that over my image. Now bear in mind, we've not done any tracing of this image. This is a fresh image, okay? So, and then select that, go to Object, Clip Mask, Set Mask. And lo and behold, it changes it. Now, you can see I've got this big selection thing here. Every time I go over it, it looks like it's a big selection, but in actual fact, it isn't. If I put this over to one side, and then I go to Object, Duplicate, and I can go to 0 basically, and total columns, da-dum, da-dum. Okay, you get this. It is still showing this, and I can still put these in whatever way I like and get as many as I like on the page. But if you go to the preview, all I'm getting is the crosses cut out. I'm not getting anything else cut out because I haven't put any other shapes on it. Okay, it's not showing the printable at the moment. Now this is something I don't know if it should normally show the printable, but I'm just going to see if this actually prints, and as long as it prints, then this is working. So I will just go to File and Print and just see if that actually does print anything apart from the registration marks, which I've got on my page. So wait for my printer to come to life. And yes, it has. Okay, I will now go ahead and actually cut this out just to make sure that this particular version is doing the print and cut as it should do, i.e. accurately. Now, one thing you must do is to select everything and go over to your wrench and make sure that your cut line type is set to print and cut only. All right, that way it will be looking for the registration marks. And you go to your cutter and you do print and cut, and then you do start scan. Now I've just done mine, so I'll show you how it came out. Okay, Rob, I'll show you how this came out. Now, bearing in mind I've chosen a different shape to what you wanted, but I've done it so that you can see the accuracy. And I have my registration mark set to within 1 millimetre of my print bounds. I don't like to go outside of that because I've got to put my printer on borderless printing. That can sometimes mess things up, and also it means if my husband goes to use the printer, the settings are wrong. So those are 1 millimetre inside the print bounds. I could go for 1 millimetre to the actual object bounds normally, but I haven't done that today. And here, I didn't actually cut all the way through because I'm trying to preserve my blade for as long as possible. But you can see that I have a perfect print and cut by using the clip mask option. Okay, hope that sorts you out. Thanks for watching. Bye.